Hi everyone! It's been a while since I last posted on this channel, but today I'm here again and with a very important topic that I think should be talked about more, and I haven't seen it talked about much. And it is the topic that whether or not having a certain level makes you fluent or makes you confident enough to speak the language. Okay, the short answer to this question is no, it doesn't. I spent the majority of my formative years in English reaching a goal. I started with the B1 level and then I slowly climbed up the different steps to achieve the higher level, the C2 level. And I had this idea that in doing so I would be almost unstoppable. I would be able to speak as fluently as I wanted. I would be able to talk about any topic whatsoever, use a wide variety of expressions and vocabulary, and I was gonna be basically the Queen of English, the Spanish Queen of English. I thought I was gonna be. I hate to break it to you, but that's not the way it works. Even if you achieve a certain level, and as cool as having the C2 is, because it opens job opportunities and it pretty much demonstrates, it's living proof that you've studied and you've worked hard to get to a certain point and that you know English well enough to communicate with anyone and to read and write and do whatever you need to do in this language. It doesn't mean that your confidence will grow accordingly. Because I realized that confidence is something that goes quite separate from any academic endeavors that you may pursue. We could get into a very different topic regarding this confidence thing, and we could dive deeper into psychology and stuff, but I don't know if that's something you'd like to see in this type of video, so maybe I'll make another one. But for this video, let's just focus on the fact that having a certain level, if your level of confidence in yourself and your level of mental health stability are not up to par, meaning that they are not where they should be for you to feel good and for you to be able to trust yourself and feel at ease with the way you speak and the way you sound and all of this, believe me, any level that you may reach in any possible language won't be enough, because you will find yourself time and time again in the same situation. You will talk to a person, a native speaker or not, doesn't matter, someone who has a good and deep knowledge of the language, and you will feel inferior, and you will overthink things, you will second guess yourself, and you will start to think that your English isn't enough, that you need to read more, that you need to study more, that it doesn't matter that you have the C2 at all, that you might as well don't have any level because you feel like you forget everything, that you can speak, that you can't English. And that's not the truth at all, of course. This is just a cognitive bias, a cognitive error that most of us fall into and get into this trap of thinking that of black and white thinking, either I know all the English in the world or I don't know anything. And it sounds quite stupid when you say it out loud and you rationalize it, but it's a painful thing to go through and to experience in your brain, and it's hard to snap out of it and remind yourself of actually how capable you truly are, because there's proof, there's concrete proof that you know this language well and that you can do it. But be it the situation, be it the person, be it the topic, because there are countless topics and you can't possibly expect yourself to speak at the same level of fluency about astronomy as you would speak about something that you really like and know about. For me, that would be anime or languages or whatever. And nonetheless, we still put this immense pressure on ourselves to sound a certain way. We even apologize for not sounding like a native speaker. I'm not apologizing anymore for that. I'm proud of my accent. I don't care about my accent. I like being a Spanish native speaker who knows English. I like that. It's part of my identity and I shouldn't be ashamed of it. I used to think that I needed to sound like a native speaker. What does that even mean, right? Because there are so many varieties of English. So, yeah, let's cherish what we have. Let's be grateful that we even got the chance to study a second language. Let's acknowledge how hard that is in its own merit. And let's stop putting this insane pressure on ourselves to be able to ace every situation and know every piece of vocabulary that there is, because that's certainly an impossible feat. But yeah, the conclusion of this quick video that I'm making right now is this. You can talk about whatever you want in English. And your capacity, your ability to speak about a certain topic or to speak in a certain way that you consider to be confident or fluent is not directly tied to your level or to how much you've studied. In most of the cases, it is not. And there's other type of work to be done. Other type of work that's more centered around your psyche more than your knowledge, the level of stuff you practically know about the language, because I'm pretty sure that's more than enough if you've been studying for a while and if you've been reading English and consuming English for so many years about so many different topics like I have. But if there's still a certain aspect of yourself that you need to work more on, like your confidence in yourself as a person and your confidence on your ability to speak about certain topics, that's the thing you need to work on. And no level, no certificate, and no nothing will help you get to that level. The only thing that can help you is putting in that work for yourself, seeking professional help if you need it, and getting very honest with yourself and being humble too, and realizing that you can't possibly sound perfect all the time in any language, be it your native language or a foreign language, it doesn't matter. It's impossible to sound 100% perfect, so that's something I need to work on too as well, because sometimes I have this mindset that, I have the C2, that means that I need to use certain expressions and I need to prove to people that I have earned this level, that I actually know what I'm talking about. So, okay, let's talk in a way that sounds not too formal or not too condescending, but that sounds educated and well-read, and stop. That's too much pressure to handle, and we already have enough pressure coming from so many places and so many things in this world. To just add on to that, be ourselves another factor that adds on to the pressure that we are already experiencing. So I hope this little video helps you. I will make more videos about this topic in the future, more planned and edited. I just felt like doing a video like this because it helps me also with my confidence, because it's scary as hell for me to just pick up the camera or pick up a person, a random person, and start talking about whatever in English, because I still feel the need to plan in my head a lot and overthink and second guess. So I'm challenging myself to do this more often. I will try to post more often on this channel, and if there are any other topics that you'd like me to talk about besides the English language and language learning, such as anime, psychology, or whatever else, feel free to ask for it in the comments below. I can also make more videos about the C2 exam, because as you know, I have the C2 level, so I can talk about that a lot. And yeah, until the next video, guys, keep growing, keep learning, but don't get too obsessed. Don't get too obsessed about it. See you soon. Bye bye.